We have video recording, and now we have audio in 3, 2, 1.
Just drop that ass, bitch. It's open micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that open micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head. Jacob looking in bed. It's open micers, bitch. Heard what I said. Drop that ass. Open micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. Open micers in the house. Open micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. The mic is now open.
Yeah, that's right. The mic is now open. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and dude, I'm fucking excited. As excited for this episode as I have been in a long fucking time, because we've got a very awesome guest, Jason. You know him from Too Stupid to Die and Jackass Forever. He is on tour right now with the great Zach Amico of Legion of Skanks fame. He is going to be in Ocean Springs, Mississippi at Frets for Pets on September 25th. Tickets to that available at msjukejoint.com. And also, they will be at the Alabama Music Box on the 26th, the Fat Cat in Hattiesburg on the 27th, and the Handlebar in Pensacola on the 28th. So everyone listening to this right now should have a chance to go see these fucking guys. They're absolutely hilarious. It's the one and only Zach Ass himself, Zach Holmes. What is up, man?
What's up? How's it going? Hell yeah.
So
Fucking sick. We are so happy to have you on, dude.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm stoked to be on too.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how excited are you to be on the Open Micers podcast with our lovely theme song?
The theme song was honest. You said it was gonna be like really crazy, but it was. But I liked it. It was kind of a vibe.
Yeah,
it was good.
And guess what? You're performing at Frets for Pets at Ocean Springs on the 25th. One of the creators of that event wrote that theme song and sang it.
That's awesome.
So that's the kind of guys you're going to be dealing with in Ocean Springs, dude.
I think that'll be really good for me then.
Yeah, honestly, so we've played that for like actual like OG comedy legends like fucking Steve Byrne and shit, dude.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here like nervous, like is Steve Byrne about to fucking log off this podcast right now? At no point was I nervous that Zach Ass was gonna not be. You're just a down fucking guy, dude.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like I don't think you can be a member of Jackass and not just be a down dude.
Yeah, you have to be pretty much down for anything, you know.
Yeah, like how does that work? Like, because like I know like on Impractical Jokers or whatever, they like have ideas that were like they can like veto shit or say like I don't want to do that. Like on Jackass, like do you just get stuck doing shit or can you be like no, veto that one? Like I absolutely will not.
Yeah, I mean, so like you can like pitch like you can like give them ideas and then like they'll come up with ideas. It's sort of a collaborative thing, but then also like random ideas will just be like, oh, it would probably be funnier if Zach did that or if Hoopies did that, or like it's like okay, like no one wants to do this, so who's gonna do it? And then it's just like we're like the new guys, so we're like fuck, like I guess I'm
gonna
doing
be one
it,
of us.
yeah. So, and I when I went into doing Jackass Forever and Jackass 4.5, I told myself I'm just gonna do whatever they say. Like, even if I actually think it's going to hurt me, like, severely, like, I'm not even going to, like, decline something just because, like, in the end of the, like, I ended up being fine for the most part. But at the end of the day, like, I would just, like, have, like, I would regret that. I would regret saying no. I already know I would.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like, fuck, like, I should have done that. Like, so I just did pretty much everything they asked. Yeah.
What's the worst you've been hurt? Like where you're just you're just like, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
I mean, I got more hurt doing stuff like just the viral videos I made like before Jackass. Like I did this one thing called the firecracker vest. where I just took these giant rolls of firecrackers and put them around my body, and sort of like I'm not gonna say that because it probably can't be on YouTube, but but yeah, it looks like I had a bunch of explosives strapped around me, and I lit it, and I didn't think of the fact that I just because I taped the firecrackers to my body, and I didn't think the fact that I had duct taped the fuse to my body too. So the fuse burnt me. I got third and second degree burns all over my body from it. And then I decided that I was gonna jump in the snow, thinking that would help, but it actually made it a million times worse. And then and I ended up not even going. I couldn't even go to the hospital because I was afraid they're gonna put me on a psych hold. They don't even know. I can't even make up a lie to explain this. I literally, because I had a bunch of times where I would get hurt doing something and I'd have to go to the hospital, and it was fuck, I'm running out of excuses to tell these people. And they would freak out, and eventually they caught on because the videos would go super viral, and they're yeah, if you come back in here again, we're gonna put you on a psych hold. And then I had to start switching hospitals that I would go to and stuff, and wait an extra hour, drive an extra hour away, all this kind of crazy shit.
Can you even get health insurance?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, I mean, I don't have health insurance right now, but when we're doing Jackass or TV show stuff, those are the only times I have health insurance. Yeah. That's the most expensive part of that kind of stuff, though, is because we're doing such dangerous things.
Well, I'm sure too. When you're filming Jackass, is there just a constant team of EMTs behind the camera just waiting for something to happen?
Yeah, I mean, there's always an EMT or something there. But then there's some days when it's a really big thing, there'll be an actual ambulance, just in case.
Yeah.
But usually it's just an EMT or something.
Nice. Yeah, dude, there better be a whole fucking ambulance if I'm getting Francis Ngannou to punch me in the dick. In no world is there just a fucking EMT waiting to look at my nutsack.
Yeah, that shit looked like it hurt so bad.
Dude, that's got to be a good moment for you when you're not involved in a stunt and you get to just be behind the camera. Thank God I'm not the one doing this right now.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good feeling, being able to watch, just being able to be peanut gallery and watching it happen, But the only thing that it can be kind of nerve wracking though, just being on set in general, because you don't know what's gonna be a prank and what's not. So everything just sort of I don't really trust anyone when we're on set usually.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the cornerstones of Jackass specifically is walking into the office into a giant hand.
Yeah. We were just doing press photos one day, and it was after we were done filming, and we me and Wee Man and a bunch of everyone was freaking the fuck out because they kept we go to this random place to do the photos, and they're okay, just go stand over there on that X, and I'm just what? And then no, dude, everyone's no, dude, I'm not fucking doing it, something's gonna happen. And it was literally just photos, there was no prank setup, we were just all PTSD'd out from it, dude. Just from the whole experience.
That was the prank. They knew what they were doing. The prank was the psychological warfare we made along the way.
Pretty much.
So when did you start doing kind of all the the stunt stuff? At what age did you start doing crazier and crazier shit?
I mean, I got a video camera when I was 10 years old, and it started, I mean, it wasn't super crazy right away, but at first I started trying to make little short films, and then it would always end with me and my friends doing stupid stuff. But then in middle school, we started doing I was definitely very inspired by Jackass as a kid, and middle school I started doing slightly more dangerous stuff. But then in high school, like I think it was like junior year, I like set myself on fire, like fully, and that, and it was I googled like the safest way to set yourself on fire, which was really stupid, and
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
found
that
a
doesn't put you on a list or anything for something
yeah
like that.
yeah. Well, I found a method and I did that, and it worked really well. And then like it went kind of viral at the time, and it was funny, like people were titling it like "Fat Kid Burns Calories" or something like that.
Oh
And
my God.
yeah, but it definitely I didn't even get that. I got like slightly burned from it, not bad, but it was like enough where I was like, oh, I can actually do this like over and over, kind of. And then I started like getting hit in the nuts with like random things, and then I had a bunch of other viral videos, and yeah, it was like probably in high school is really when it started, like with the more dangerous stuff. But then I stopped filming stuff like after like maybe like 2 years after high school, and I didn't film, and I just like started working like a regular job and stuff, and I didn't do any stunts or make any videos of any kind for like a long time. And then I was working at Walmart, and I got fired because I got a weed DUI.
Oh
and
man.
I had to go to jail for like a month.
Whoa.
And then
For being high while driving.
yeah, well, I wasn't even actually like, I actually wasn't. It was just in my blood. It's like still, um,
Dude,
which
in what
is
state is this?
Indiana.
That's probably why.
Yeah, yeah. And there was nothing going on in this town. Like I was going to pick up my friend from his job, and he was like closing down this like gas station, and he's like he gets in my car, and he fucking like doesn't set the alarm the right way, and it goes off. And then like someone says they saw like my car driving away from the gas station and think we robbed the gas station or something. And then all these cops pull us over, and then there was nothing actually wrong. And they're like, okay, well, it kind of smells like weed in here. And then, one thing turns to another. And then I end up going to jail.
That's fun.
Yeah. But and after that, though, when I got out, I was like, dude, like, I got to start doing cool shit again. Like, that sucked. And I started filming like the craziest things I could think of. And that's when I did the firecracker vest. I did the one where I jump on the skateboard and I nut shot on the spine ramp.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking the Roman candle to the face thing, like the big one. That clip was, they used that clip. So I did this video I called a Roman candle Russian roulette, and it was this giant like Roman candle. It was like bigger than normal, and I just put it up to my face, and I ended up shooting myself in the face with it, and like my whole face like engulfed like in fire and whatnot, and it cut like my neck, and I had to get a bunch of stitches. But they ended up using that clip in fucking that movie Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio. It was like, and like I didn't even know they used it.
Really?
Like I found out after it came out because I fucking sold the rights to the video like right after I made it. And then so they didn't have to tell me at all. So I had a bunch of people like messaging me like, don't look up. And like I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So you didn't make any money off of it being in that movie?
No.
Wow. That sucks.
If it makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
it sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. But yeah, it was I didn't even get credited at all. It was crazy. But
You'd
yeah,
think they would at least like have to give you like an acting credit or something for being
yeah. Yeah, but Hollywood.
Yeah, they're fucking dumb.
So once you started doing like your Instagrams or the YouTube stuff,
Yeah.
and then it went to Instagram or whatever, how did that like tell kind of tell the story of how that became you being in Jackass? Like that, how did that journey happen?
That happened when it was pretty much like right after I had gotten out of jail, and I started filming all the crazy stuff. And one of my like there's a clip where I'm like at the skate park in Indiana, and I put the skateboard out on the spine ramp and I run and jump on it because, I'm like, oh, I'm going to grind this rail, but really I'm just like, dude, my weight's going to break the skateboard and I'm going to nut shot on this thing. And that went super viral. So
I still see that one all the time on Instagram fail reels. It's on almost every fail reel you see.
Yeah.
The one that's on purpose is on every fail reel.
Yeah, literally. Well, like I was like, oh, I need to start filming like crazy stuff again. And that was like the first thing that popped in my head because I saw someone like having that happen to them on accident. And I was like, oh, I should do this on purpose and see what happens. And I filmed it. It went pretty viral. And then like I didn't even really use Instagram at all at the time. And then one of my friends was like, hey, like this is going like I'm seeing this on tons of Instagram pages. And I was like, what? And then like I'm looking at all the like the amount of views it's getting. Like so I fucking like started messaging all the pages and like commenting on all the videos like, hey, that's me. Tag me in this. And then I started gaining followers and stuff. And then I started posting more and more crazy stuff on there. And then eventually, like, I just had like viral thing after viral thing. And then Steve-O saw my stuff. And then he was like, hey, let's collab. Like, he hit me up after the Firecracker Vest thing. And he was like, hey, let's collab on something. I'm seeing all these crazy videos of you. And he flew me out to LA and he was like, yeah, let's film something. Like, and as I'm on the plane, he's like, hey, how do you feel about cacti? And I was like, I mean, I've never even seen a cactus. I live in Indiana, but like, I'll try something. And I'm thinking he has like a little like cactus bush at his house or something. And I get there and he's like, okay, we're going to have you like skateboard into all these cacti. And we like went on this hike and like there's this huge cactus patch. And we come up with this whole thing where it's like, I'm going to try to jump over them, but really I'm just going to go into them. And I did that. And I ended up having cactus needles in me for like, it was like 3 months.
Shit.
Yeah. It was like 3 months. And I got the worst sunburn of my life. I had to go to the hospital because of the infection I was getting from the cactus needles. But it was so funny. Like when we went in there, we thought like they were going to try and like get the needles out. They were more worried about my sunburn than the cactus needles. They were like, yeah, this is the worst sunburn we've ever seen.
Jesus.
And they gave me some antibiotics and like they had to give me some like a steroid or something because of the sunburn and all this shit. And then then I just kept sort of like hanging out with Steve-O from there on, and I just kept filming stuff. Then I had and in the mix of all of that and like filming with Steve-O, when I was starting to have all the viral videos, I got hit up by this production company and they wanted to make like a pilot for like a TV show. And I filmed that and not knowing like if it would even work out, And in the midst of like me like filming a bunch of stuff with Steve-O, then they were like, okay, yeah, MTV's buying this. And then I got a TV show that didn't like, we filmed that in Indiana, like with my friends that I would film stuff with.
Mhm.
And it ended up like, it did fine, but not good enough to get a second season. And so it got sort of just like shelved. And I just kept making videos and then like just on Instagram and stuff. And then randomly the Jackass guys hit me up.
Wow.
That's fucking
and they
sick,
were just,
dude.
then I just went into the office and talked to them about it. And at first they were like, yeah, we're making like this documentary about Jackass, want to talk to like-minded people and stuff. And I go in and that's what I'm thinking it is. And then out of nowhere, they're like the second time I go in there to like meet with them, they're like, okay, it's actually the movie. And then we end up getting to then like, it was just sort of crazy, like getting like having that happen. I was like, holy shit, like.
So what's going through your head when you get invited to be a part of the Jackass Crew? Like that's just.
I mean, it was wild because it was really surreal. Because like I never thought like anything like that would ever happen for me. Like I knew I had done a lot of crazy stuff, but I didn't think, and I never thought that I would actually be able to like get to film with them, like actually like in something that's actually Jackass, I was already stoked that I just got to collab with Steve-O,
Yeah.
But I never thought that I would get to like be part of the crew. That's insane. But yeah, no, it was wild because like I was like I remember the first day I was on set, I was like sick, and like I literally like had like some sort of like ear infection for somehow, and like my equilibrium was off. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna fuck this up because I'm fucked because I can barely fucking balance right now. And then they're like, Jeff, I get on set and Jeff's like, hey, how do you feel about doing like a little mini bike jump? And I was like, fuck, like, sure, I've done that before. And I did it, and I hit the ground so hard it like fixed my ear problem.
What?
Like, yeah. Like it fixed like my inner ear issues that I was having that day, and I was literally fine. It was so weird.
So what you're telling me is that you really don't need health insurance.
No, you don't.
you can just ride a mini bike and then fucking
eat shit pretty much.
Yeah. Maybe if I jump off of like a really high cliff, I won't have diabetes anymore.
Yeah.
We should try that for the Patreon.
It's like that fucking episode of The Simpsons where they're like trying to fix people's backs or whatever and pushing them over the trash can. It's ridiculous, but yeah, no, it was really surreal, like getting to film with them and be on set with them, become friends with them, because just like watching them so much growing up, you just never think like, oh, this is actually a possibility.
So do you talk to them all the time now? Like, are you like friends?
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah, I talk to them. Sometimes I hang out with them. Like I've been like trying to like get healthier, trying to work out. I've been working out with Jeff Tremaine and like some of the other guys and stuff, and like we hang out every once in a while. So, but yeah, no, I talk to everybody still.
Hell yeah, man.
So I think the question that is definitely on my mind and everybody's mind is what's going on with Jackass? Is you guys working on another one?
I mean, I hope we get to. I haven't heard like there's nothing like in the works at the moment. I'll probably be the last person to know. Like they're probably just gonna be like, I'll probably get like pranked into it somehow. But yeah, I mean, I hope we get to make more stuff. That would be cool. But there isn't anything like on the table right now. Just sort of waiting to see what happens, I guess.
But if there is, you have to come back and give us the first scoop that something's going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. If that does happen, I will definitely let you know.
Because I
come back. They're gonna kidnap Zach like the fucking start of Tony Hawk Underground 2. There's gonna just be a band that pulls up while he's skateboarding. They're gonna knock him out and take him to a secure location.
Because I can't imagine Johnny Knoxville wants to do any more stunts, man. Because that dude, he's what, like 60 now? Like he's had like 80 broken bones. Like he's got to be going like living on a bottle of ibuprofen every day.
Yeah, no, he's broken a lot of stuff. He's like, I don't think he can get hit. He can't get hit in the head anymore, I don't think.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you really shouldn't get hit in the head at all,
ever. But Johnny Knoxville really can't get hit in the fucking head anymore.
Especially after Butterbean knocked him out. Like that had to be the one. God. That had to be the one that they were like, dude, you cannot get hit in the head anymore.
Yeah.
I met Butterbean one time at a convention, and like he's old now and can barely walk, and I shook his fucking hand. That dude is strong as fucking shit.
Oh yeah, dude, he's still really strong. I think he's been like, the last time I saw him was at Celebrity. It was like Family Feud. Yeah. His handshake is super strong. I think he's getting like more mobility back though now. Yeah. Because he's been doing that DDP like yoga.
Yeah.
Like that Diamond Dallas Page dude. He's so strong. It's wild, dude.
Yeah, he's strong. He's a really good guy too. I'm glad he's able to like actually walk again and shit.
Yeah.
So like in terms of like going from stunts and shit like that to like going on tour and actually doing shit on stage, like
Mhm.
what's the adjustment like for that? Like when did you start doing that and actually like, you know?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've been so like after Jackass, I started like after Jackass came out, I got asked to do this show called the Goddamn Comedy Jam, and
Oh yeah.
they asked me to do it. It was at the Comedy Store, Josh Adameyer's show. He asked me to like come do that show, but he wanted me to do some like stunt stuff, and then they were like, "Hey, like you like." Pretty much like I think like a week before, they were like, "Hey, they said we can't have you do the stunt stuff because like it's just insurance reasons and stuff." And I was like, "Okay," but he's like, "If you still want to do the show, you can do regular stand up." And I was like, "Fuck!" Like I had been writing down ideas for stand up for like the longest time, like if I ever did do stand up. And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it," and I did it, and it went pretty good for first time. Good, you know,
Yeah.
it went pretty fucking good. Then then they're like, "Oh, come back tomorrow night and do a different show." And the next night, I bombed so hard. It was so funny, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I went up like after this is like second time doing comedy, and then I went up like after Andrew Santino, and I
Oh
was
shit.
like, dude, it was horrible. Like, I did so bad, dude. I like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, but yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of stand up since then. I just kept doing it.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's fun. Sometimes I haven't really like I don't really do any like stunt related stuff like on stage. I've just been doing like straight up stand up. But after shows, I will like because I don't have like merch or anything, I'll usually be like, "Hey, like if you want to kick me in the nuts or something, like you can kick me in the nuts."
Dude, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
$5, you
Oh
can
man.
kick me in the balls.
Yeah.
Come on, we
what
gotta
you
do
should
better than
do?
$5, man.
You should have a backup plan if you start to bomb. Just make a whole vest out of the firecrackers again, and then just pull your like you start bombing. You're like, screw it. You just pull the shirt off and light them, and just start light yourself on fire.
Yeah. Or just be like, you better fucking laugh.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you better start fucking laughing. I imagine it sucks for you though, dude. Like, you know, achieving success through the stunts and shit, and then having Jackass, having an internet following, and then trying to get good at stand-up comedy.
Yeah. It's like a huge shift because like because I don't even really post stunt stuff on my page anymore. Like, because I don't just do that kind of stuff like
Yeah.
unless it's for something, you know. And if there's something good, like I don't know, if I think of a good idea, I'll definitely do something just for like no reason, you know.
Yeah.
But that's sort of few and far between. But yeah, no, it was definitely kind of crazy, like sort of switching content because I had all these fans over there just to watch me almost kill myself.
Yeah.
And they're like, and that's all they want to see. And they're like, "Oh, we don't want you to be funny. We want you to die."
Yeah. Well, and too, like, I mean, you get put under a microscope because you already have a fan base. Like when
Yeah.
me and Jason started comedy, no one gives a fuck, but no one really gave a fuck when we started comedy. Like we had a lot of time to get good before someone gave a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Of course,
Yeah,
they
and
still
like
scream at me. They don't want me to be funny. They just want me to die. Like that's what I get.
Yeah, and you should, dude. You should fucking die right now. You're getting old.
But yeah, I mean, I can imagine that's got to be real. Like, just being definitely a known person and trying to do stand up, like learn how to do stand up. And people know who you are. Like when you're
Yeah. And
unknown.
the first time you do comedy is at the goddamn comedy store.
Yeah, like what?
yeah.
That's balls right there. That is balls.
Yeah, it's really crazy. And like, at first, like when I was like the first like couple years, the first like 2 years of doing stand up, it was always funny because like I would definitely know when I didn't do well when people would be like, "Oh yeah, like dude, you were really great in Jackass," so they wouldn't say like anything about the set. Like they would just be
Yeah. Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, dude, I love your stunt stuff," and like, and I'm just like, "Good God, dude, thank you." Like, but then like pretty much like honestly it sort of like flipped a little like after like I started like I think like about a year ago people started being like, "Oh dude, you're actually really funny," blah blah blah, and I was like, "Oh cool." Like that was like I remember the first time hearing that I was like, "Oh, that's sick."
Yeah. Finally made it, man.
Yeah, but yeah, it stand up is I really enjoy doing stand up though. It's fun.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome, especially for you. Like, I'm not saying any of this shit's gonna happen, but like, no more TV deals, no more movie deals. The viral content doesn't come anymore. You're
Mhm.
always gonna have fucking stand up. Like, you can
Oh
just go
yeah.
do stand up and make some money.
Yeah, no, that's true. And like, yeah, that's definitely like something that I would like. Like, just like
Yeah.
have that going for stand up. But yeah, no, I'm excited to go on this so I never really went I mean, I went on the road a little bit, but this is the first time I went on the like going on the road with someone where it's like I have a show tonight, I have a show the next night, I have a show the next night.
Yeah.
So I'm like honestly like pretty stoked on it.
That's
And
gonna
I'm
make
actually
you
really
sharp, though. You do that every single
yeah,
night.
Yeah.
You're gonna get sharp.
And
yeah.
And I'll tell you, because like me and Jason have performed between the two of us, we've performed at all these venues you guys are going
Mhm.
to. Like these places are perfect for the two of you.
Oh
Like
hell yeah.
the Juke Joint is like a straight up like biker dive bar, like safe haven in the middle of Mississippi. And
Fuck yeah.
the guys at the Music Box are fucking fantastic. The Fat Cat is great. The Handlebar is another just fucking sick biker bar, dude. Like
Hell yeah.
they're all gonna be so just fucking stoked that you guys are even in the building because like no one cool comes to here. Like
Yeah. No, yeah, no, I'm excited and I'm excited I get to do it with Zach Miko. Like people confuse us all the time.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
literally all the time. Like it was funny like when I was at I did the Gathering of the Juggalos a couple of years ago and I hosted and did stand up and then like I had like some other cuz he like Zach's already like within like the Juggalo like he's already been in the Juggalo community and I had some comments where they're like, "Yeah, like you guys booked the wrong Zach," and like I was like, "God damn it, dude!" And then like people would like some people took picture with me, like thinking that I was Zach Amico, and then I've seen pictures of him online, like with just random fans, like at the gathering, because he went like the year after and the year after that also, and like last year someone posted a picture like with him. But they tagged me like finally met Zach ass, and it's clearly Zach Amico.
yeah.
I also Stavros is losing a lot of weight though. He's looking great, but I used to get like I still get a lot of Stavros comments too. I was when I got my passport recently, fucking they let me cut in line because they thought I was Stavros.
Oh
Like
hell yeah,
at the
dude.
passport office, and I thought that was hilarious. And
Yeah.
sometimes also if people think I'm a different comedian, I'll just take the picture and pretend. Like at this point, like I don't even care.
Oh, especially at the passport office, you're like, Opa! Fucking, I'm Greek
Yeah.
now, dude.
Yeah.
Give me my passport.
Yeah.
This is the perfect place to be mistaken for someone else.
Yeah.
I had someone message me today. Actually, the guy that wrote our theme song, I hit him up
Okay.
and was like, "Yo, dude, is there anything you want me to ask Zach Holmes about while he's on our show tonight?" He was like, "Yes. Can you ask him what it was like for his 10th birthday to be fucking 9/11?"
Oh, dude, it was gnarly, dude. So
Wow.
yeah, I remember I stayed home from school that day. Like I was like, hey, I don't want to go to school today. Like I told my grandma and my mom and everybody, and like I'm just like I'm gonna stay home. And they're like, okay, you can stay home. Like my grandma like makes me like breakfast and everything,
Mhm.
and I'm like watching the news, and like as I'm eating breakfast, and then fucking 9/11 happens, and I'm just
Right
like,
after
what?
breakfast.
Yeah, like during breakfast. Like I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like I'm like we're like freaking out, and I have like so much anxiety. I was like, can I just go to school now? Can you guys just take me to school?
When everyone else is getting sent home from school, you're like, I'm like a salmon swimming upstream. I'm trying to go back.
Yeah.
So your birthday's September 11th. Like every year, your birthday is a day of national mourning.
Yeah.
Dude.
It ruined my birthday, dude. Like for real.
Well, I'm gonna call the people. I'm gonna call up the people that did 9/11 and tell them they ruined your birthday for the rest.
You're gonna call fucking Dick Cheney right now, dude.
Yeah. Get old Dick on the phone. Fucking man. But yeah, no, it definitely, I feel like it's gotten better over the years. But like the first couple of years after, it was like people would be legit be like, why are you like happy today? Like, why are you celebrating? Like,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
just like, dude, it was not cool. But after a while, like, I definitely feel like that helps. Like that kind of like helped like mold my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Because it's just like fuck, dude. Like this, everything is tragic.
Right. That's definitely like you're hoping you're like you can't celebrate your birthday until the fucking next weekend.
Yeah.
Fucking
I remember also when I was a kid, like for some reason, like I had a video camera at the time. I had just gotten a video camera like the Christmas before, and I was like making little short films and stuff. And I remember being like after 9/11 happened, and I was like first thing that I thought of as a kid, I was like, I gotta make a movie about this. And like I was like gonna like try to like I wanted to get a remote control airplane and all this stuff. Like, dude, like I was gonna like build like the towers and everything. And my family's like, no, you cannot do that. And then like, not long after they started making 9/11 movies. But
yeah.
I was trying to, try to do it early. A little too early, but
Yeah. I mean, you were gonna make yours innocently out of fucking a paper airplane and Legos.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
You were gonna get a whole fucking soundstage to recreate the horrors of 9/11.
No, that shit ruined my birthday for sure.
That's so funny, dude. Man, you've done so much wild shit, and you've already said pretty much there's not much that you regret, but I know that you have some wild tattoos as well. Like, are there any tattoos you have that you regret?
Yeah. I did this show, How Far Is Tattoo Far, to promote my MTV show. It was an MTV show about like you and a friend or you and an enemy go on there and you pick like a fucked up tattoo for them.
Oh.
And you're like blindfolded, you don't know what it is. And
no, we are not doing this for Patreon.
Yeah.
We're doing it for Patreon this month.
Like, so I did that show, and then like I gave my friend Chad, I gave him a realistic portrait of me as a tramp stamp. And I also like signed it and stuff, and then like but they had like a good artist like do it and everything. And then mine, he gave me like a rainbow dick tattoo on my stomach, and then the balls are pots of gold. And so I have that on my stomach, and that was my first like kind of like, what the fuck is that tattoo? And then like later on, we were just like filming YouTube content, and the same friend was like, hey, like come with me, like we're gonna film some YouTube content, we're just sort of gonna make the same like thing but for my YouTube. And we went to this tattoo shop, they let us go, we go in there, and I pick like, I didn't even go, I was like, I'm not even gonna pick anything that crazy for him, because I gave him a portrait of me last time. So I like gave him like a little it was a small dick tattoo, and it said like I think it for some reason it said like fuck the police or something. It was like really stupid. And like it was just really dumb, and and then he does a tramp stamp on me, and he actually does it, so it even looks horrible too. And I'm blindfolded doing it, and he writes "I heart fat cock" like on my back. And I was just like, what the fuck? And like, it's huge. It's like a huge tattoo. And luckily I have enough fat rolls now that it like doesn't show up that much. But yeah, no, if I'm like, it's pretty noticeable though. It's kind of a big tattoo. That's a little like that sort of makes it weird, like going to the beach sometimes.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, or like any kind of pool event with my family. Like, that makes it kind of weird. God. So I usually shirt on, or I just don't go swimming.
Why does Uncle Zach love fat cock so much?
Yeah. But yeah, so I have that. I want to get. I don't even know like how to like, because it's like I can get it removed, but then that supposedly that hurts really bad. But then I was thinking like I might get like I would have to get a full back piece like to cut, because I wouldn't just get a tramp stamp. That would be insane. It would just be like, so I don't know. Either way, it's gonna hurt really bad. So I'm just keeping it as is at the moment.
Nah, dude, you got to get a tramp stamp cover up piece, but it's another rainbow dick with pots of ball gold.
Yeah, I was thinking like it could be really funny to just like cross out cock and then put pussy. Like I changed my mind, like above it.
You have to do that. That's fucking spectacular.
And then cross it out again and then put cock again.
Yeah, and it just goes all the way up your back.
Yeah, it's just like it's been a couple of years. I'm changing back.
Yeah, if you ever do get put on a psych hold, they'll take one look at you in that fucking gown and be like, "Yeah, he's not getting out of here."
Dude, I remember I went to the hospital like a couple years ago, and they had to like lift up my shirt, and they saw the rainbow dick tattoo, and it was like it's such a weird reaction from people, dude. The nurse was like freaking out about it for some reason, and I was just like, dude, like chill out. Like, God.
You could, I don't know, take the FA on the fat and cross that out and put DIE, and then on the other side cross out the C and the second C in cock and put an E after the K and put I love Diet Coke.
Yeah. What's funny is that I'm just gonna get that tattoo on my ass.
Dude, Diet Coke is fire.
Dude, fucking thank you. I'm actually going to get a Diet Coke tattoo. Dude, Jacob, like I've talked about this.
Whenever we go do shows and stuff, Jacob literally gets an entire pitcher of Diet Coke, dude, and we'll drink like 3 of them.
I'm gonna try to make it to your show at the Juke. There's a bartender at the Juke who I ask her for the Jacob Craig special, and she gives me an entire pitcher of Diet Coke.
Yeah. No, Diet Coke is fire. I'm a huge fan of that. Huge fan.
It's the fucking best, dude. I'm going to ask you one more question, and we're going to get you out of here, man. Okay. Something I like to ask a lot of our guests that I'm hoping, and I'm sure you do have a fucking great story for.
Been waiting for
this. When was the last time you shit your pants, man?
The last time,
or just a really good shit your pants story.
Okay. So this was, I would say, I'm trying to think which one is better. I have like 2 that kind of stand out. Okay, so this was like back in like, so I did Jackass like completely sober. And and then after, because like I definitely had a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
And,
Can I just say that's the
yeah.
worst fucking time to get sober, but continue.
Yeah. But I did it. I did it completely sober. And then like after the movie came out, then I was like, okay, like I'm gonna I'm gonna start doing stuff again. And I was doing a lot of painkillers. And if you don't shit that much when you're taking a bunch of painkillers. And I was flying home from somewhere, and then I ran out. I ran out like the night before I was about to leave, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, so I'm like freaking out, like I was like feeling like shit, and then I literally felt like I was gonna start like shit. Like, dude, I was like my stomach starting to act weird. I was like, "Fuck," and like I get in the Uber to go home. And I was like, fuck, dude, I just feel something drop into my lower intestine. And I was just like, this is not good. And like, I'm going to shit. Like, I'm going to shit so much. Like, it's been like, I probably like hadn't shit like properly in like a week, dude. And like, and this was all like, and I'm like overeating. Dude, it was fucked. And like, so I'm like freaking the fuck out. We're stuck in LA traffic. We finally get to my house. And as soon as I get to my door, I fucking go to grab my key. And as soon as I turn the key on my door, I just fucking shit everywhere. Like all over myself. And I'm walking in and I try to go into my room. And I go into my room and I'm like, fuck, like, dude, this is bad. Like, this is like straight up like diarrhea. And like it's everywhere. And I try to take off my pants and then it hits me again and I shit all over my bathroom.
Oh, man.
Wow.
But I think like the idea of like when you're in a scenario when you have to shit, if you can even like sense that there's a toilet near, your body's just like, okay, let it go. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That actually, that exact same thing happened to a friend of mine who he was on his way home from work and he was caught in traffic and he had to shit so bad. And then he was like hauling ass to his house, screeches into the driveway, duck walks up to the door set. As soon as he sticks the key in the door, boom, it just flies out. Like, it was like, really? I'm like 10 feet from the bathroom.
Then another time I was driving, I had just went to Wendy's. They had like released some new burger. I forgot which one it was. And I got it. And for some reason, like before I ate the burger in my car and I'm starting to drive home and then I get stuck in traffic again, pretty much. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to shit myself. And I'm like freaking the fuck out. I'm driving fast. And then, I ended up shitting myself in my car. And I was just like, fuck, this is so horrible.
Dude, was it a leather seat situation or no?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
God,
Yeah,
you got to throw the whole fucking driver's seat out.
Yeah, dude, it was not good. It was not good. But yeah, no, I don't have any other like really like shit your pants stories I can think of. But yeah, I've definitely shit my pants a lot in my life, more than someone probably should.
I wonder if we took count between you and me who shit themselves more, because I'm up there, brother. I'm right fucking up there with you. I've told this story ad nauseum on the show, but there was 3 weeks in a row where 3 weeks on a Tuesday I shit my fucking pants.
Yeah.
No explanation.
At the open mic.
Yes, I was hosting an open mic. I was on my way like to get on stage to start the open mic, and I was like, I think I just shit my pants, and went in the bathroom, threw my shitty underwear into the bathroom of the juke joint. Actually, that's where I used to host the fucking open mic at, and then went on stage and made everyone go look at my shitty underwear while I was doing my set. I was like, it's in the bathroom if you guys want to go see it.
That's the worst feeling. It's like, I gotta throw these away.
Yeah.
What do you-
dude, I don't even try anymore. I don't even try to salvage it. If there's shit on it, it's gone.
Yeah, no, it's gone. Same.
So what do you think is worse, having to take a dump while you're in traffic or stuck on an airplane?
I think stuck in an airplane would definitely be worse, for sure. Because it's like people are gonna freak out even more if it smells bad. Like if it's stuck in traffic, it's just whoever's in your car.
Yeah. No one on the outside even knows there's shit in your vehicle.
Yeah. Unless you like for some reason tell them.
You just roll your window down at every red light. Hey buddy, there's shit in here.
Just let you guys know.
Or your windows get real foggy real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, if that happens, I would end up puking everywhere too. It would be bad.
Oh man.
But
yeah, I'm pretty sure that shitting yourself on an airplane is worse than doing 9/11.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Wasn't there an incident recently where a lady like shit so bad in the airplane bathroom they actually had to land the plane or turn the plane around?
I think so. I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, it was this one lady. She broke like 3 of the 4 airplane toilets. I'm like,
Jesus.
Holy shit. I need to find out who this broad is.
That's crazy.
Like, she had to have been Mexican, dude.
What?
Like, there's no fucking way. there's no other diet that does that to you.
No, it had to be a Midwestern white lady that just had Mexican food is what happened.
Yeah,
there.
probably. But man, Zach-ass, this has been so fucking fun, dude. Is there anything besides your little tour you're going on right now that you want the people to know about?
Not really. I mean, yeah, just like check out my tour. I have follow me on Instagram, Zach-ass. I have my YouTube, Maximum Zach TV. I'm gonna be I have like I have a couple ghost hunting videos that are coming out on there. I've been ghost hunting a lot.
Nice.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have some cool shit on there. I'm starting to try to make more just YouTube content on there, not just my podcast. But if you go subscribe to my YouTube, there's also my podcast on there called Maximum Zach. That's on all platforms. Yeah, I mean, and I'm on TikTok, Hog Johnson 911. It's it's HAWG Hog Johnson 911, and that's where I post all of my parody songs that I've been making. And most of them are about shitting your pants.
Nice.
Actually,
yeah. I think they're all hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, so you can go check those out there. For some reason, like, because when I first started making comedy songs, it was more like, or just parodies in general, it was like about like jerking off or like coming or like fucking sucking dick or something, like just random things. But TikTok, I can't post those at all on there because I got a strike for posting some of those. But shit's okay. So I've been making tons of shit songs on TikTok, so go check that out.
But it's because everyone shits, but not everyone comes. You can ask my wife.
Yeah, literally.
Oh man! Anything else before we get out of here, Jacob? You got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna plug the dates one more time. September 25th, Ocean Springs, Mississippi, the Juke Joint Frets for Pets. September 26th in Mobile, Alabama at the Alabama Music Box. The 27th at the Fat Cat in Hattiesburg, and the 28th at the Handlebar in Pensacola. Man, make sure those fucking shows sell out, you guys. These guys, both Zachs, are absolutely hilarious. Yeah, Zach-ass, thanks so much for doing the show, man.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been great.
All right, well, let's go ahead and walk out the door. Thank you again to Zach for being awesome on the show. And if you want to email us at OpenMicersPodcast@gmail.com. We're at OpenMicers.com is our website. And, of course, Linktr.com/OpenMicersPodcast takes you everywhere you need to go, all the socials, ways to give us some money, all that good stuff. And, of course, go to BRezCoffeeCode.com and use the code OMPodcast to check out for 10% off your order. We love all of you, and we'll see you right here next week.
Hell yeah.